if we're gonna fix somebody else's mistake, you're gonna have to pay for it. All right, guys. Today we're gonna talk about something a little different. Obviously, we got a Escalade right here that's been wrapped in 3M matte black, but that's not the reason I want to talk to you guys about. This vehicle actually came in because some of the parts, like the hood and the roof, were starting to go bad. And one thing we notice, and we tell customers all the time, is that whenever the hood and roof starts going bad, make sure you come back, either with us or somebody else, but take them off, because it'll be easy to take off the hood and roof when they start burning or deteriorating. This one itself was not cracked or in really bad condition. But one thing I could tell you is that we took off the hood pretty easy. The roof, however, took us about 8 hours to take off. And we're wondering why. You know, why did the roof take 8 hours? Like, how did this come off so fast and the hood take 8 hours when they've been installed for the same amount of time? And one thing I feel that happened is this vehicle gets washed by a car wash guy, and he did an amazing job. He actually was the one that told the customer to, hey, you know what, you need to start taking this back to the wrap shop and have those parts replaced. But one thing we noticed is that the top layer of the vinyl was really thin, where we could almost even pick it. We're trying to pick up edges, it wouldn't come off. It was so thin, and again, we said the wrap itself wasn't bad. So what we're thinking happened is, and I've seen this in the past, when guys pressure wash vehicles, they start pressure washing vehicles, especially I think on the top. Typically they'll put a ladder and just hit it with a pressure washer just to clean it, instead of like going out there and hand scrubbing it with a microfabric or a sponge. And what that's doing, it's taking off a little bit of the vinyl layers little by little. And over time, what happens, that vinyl becomes very thin, and that's where you start seeing them burn too. This one, again, wasn't burned, and it makes sense because what happened is the vinyl was basically just getting pressure washed to the point that it always looked good, but it was getting thinner and thinner, and that's what caused the film to become so thin that took us 8 hours to take off just the roof. So this is for our customers, or even for detail guys that might watch this. You know, we always tell people, don't pressure wash it. Avoid drive-through pressure washing car washes, because what happens, they all clean the vehicles with a lot of pressure, and eventually they start skimming off the little bit of the vinyl, right? And you'll see it on cars with paint too. You'll see that all the clear coat's gone from the hood, clear coat's gone from the roof, because they're basically cleaning all the dirt and grime off with the pressure. Instead of like scrubbing it smoothly, they're just pressure washing, you know, your car. And think about it, if you could pressure wash the floor and make it clean, what damage is that doing to your vehicle? So what's recommended is hand wash. If you're gonna use a pressure washer, that's okay, but use a flared out nozzle, something that's gonna be maybe 45 degrees or equivalent. Stay away from the 10, 15 degrees. I feel like they're too strong. Or shoot it with really low pressure from a distance, but don't do it from close, because again, I've seen guys that they'll see like a little tree sap, a little bird dropping, and they're hitting it with the pressure washer, and that's basically ripping the vinyl little by little. Wash it every 2 weeks. Use automotive soap. Walmart, Target, Home Depot, every store sells it. You can buy some automotive soap for like a big gallon for 10 bucks, and it'll probably last you half a year. You know, all you need is a little bit in a 5-gallon bucket. Use that to wash your vehicle. Dry it immediately, and then your vehicle will last a long time. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is when we wrapped this vehicle, we didn't use any adhesive promoter anywhere. Not on the door edges, not on the door cups, not on the bumper, not on the roof, not on the deep channels. We didn't need to. You just have to know how to wrap it properly. You know, all you need is skill and do it properly. In the past, we've seen 3 vehicles come in that's taken us anywhere from 3 days to a week just to remove the vinyl. And we've been seeing shops, you know, I don't want to say their names, but we've been seeing different shops. We're not against using primer or Pro-Bond in areas that are really difficult to do, or areas that you know, are really deep, or they might have some damage to the paint where the vinyl won't stick. You know, that's okay. Maybe use a small cotton swab just to put a little bit on there. But some of these vehicles that we've been seeing that have been coming in, they're using brushes. And I'm talking about brushes that are either like 1 inch to 2 inches, and they're using primer all around these door areas, the door cups, which you absolutely don't need. They've been using primer on the edges of these doors, which you absolutely don't need. Primer around all the windows, every part of the hood, edges, bumpers, behind the headlights. I mean, you don't need that. So if you're a customer and you're gonna go somewhere and get your vehicle wrapped, ask them, hey, do you guys use primer? What is your warranty? What is your process? The process that we do is, we get the vehicle, we walk it with the customer, we wash it, we clay it, degrease it, we start taking it apart, and then we rinse it again. Not with the water, but we kind of do like a waterless wash, just because a lot of times you get dust and grime that falls from the door handles or mirrors that when you take them off. So you want to make sure everything's clean. Then we touch the vinyl, then we start doing it. And then again, we'd rather do a seam or inlay on areas that are really deep. And that's going to guarantee that the film is going to stick well and it's going to come off, well as well. You don't want to spend, $1,000, $2,000 removing vinyl that you shouldn't have to. So make sure when you guys get your car wrapped somewhere, ask them these questions. What is your process? Do you use primer? What do you charge to remove? Because a lot of times these guys will wrap it and they're almost like a used car salesman. They're gonna wrap it and then never see you again, or they'll refuse to remove the wrap, and then they'll leave you, out to dry, hanging dry. And then we'll help you guys out, but we do charge by the hour as well, and you gotta keep that in mind. If we're gonna fix somebody else's mistake, you're gonna have to pay for it. And yeah, that's it. This is a Escalade, and just want to tell you a little bit about how to take care of it. Thank you.